If you are on a GLP-1 and you're thinking, when is the last time that I pooped? You are not alone. Constipation is one of the most common side effects on medications like Zepbound, Mounjaro, and Wegovy. And that's because these medications slow down how quickly food moves through our digestive tract. Before we get started, this is not medical advice. I am not a medical provider. Consult with your medical team before making any changes to your health plan. I am simply sharing what has personally helped me, someone who was medically diagnosed with IBS and chronic constipation years before I even started using a GLP-1. Let's get into it. First, let's clarify what is normal. A lot of people think that you should have a bowel movement every single day, but science actually says that normal can range anywhere between 3 bowel movements per day to 3 bowel movements per week. Take it from someone with this condition. If you're going less than 3 times per week, you're straining, you're passing hard stools, and you're feeling like you're never fully empty, that's considered constipation. Let's start with nature's natural constipation remedies like water and fruit. They're not really exciting, but they really are so important. Water helps soften stool, and without drinking enough water, your colon pulls out water from your stool, making it a lot more difficult to pass. And here's something people don't realize. If you're taking in a bunch of fiber and you're not drinking enough water, you're actually making the problem worse. Also, papaya, pineapple, and mango, while high in natural sugars, do have natural digestive enzymes that help to break down all the food that we are eating and pass it through our gut more easily. Tool number 2, if you are struggling with constipation, is fiber gummies. There are so many brands. This is the one that I have used. I will say what these allow me to do is on days when I know my fiber count is low, I will resort to these because 4 of these gummies give me 8 grams of fiber. Fiber adds bulk to stool, helping it move through your intestine. My registered dietitian has advised me to aim for 25 to 30 grams of fiber daily. And if you are increasing fiber, the biggest tip she gave me is to do it slowly to avoid bloating. Tip number 3, if you're struggling with constipation, is psyllium fiber. Again, of this kind, there are so many different brands. This is the one that I have in stock. It is sugar-free, and this one is orange flavor. Metamucil is one of the most researched fiber supplements available. Psyllium works by absorbing water and forming a soft gel inside the intestines. That particular gel is going to help to soften while making it bulkier and easier to pass. Clinical guidelines consistently recommend psyllium fiber as one of the best fiber supplements to treat chronic constipation. Number 4, MiraLAX. This has been one of my biggest lifesavers, and that's because MiraLAX works different from stimulant laxatives. Instead of forcing your intestines to contract, MiraLAX pulls water into your colon to soften your stool, making it easier to pass naturally. Because it's not a stimulant laxative, many gastroenterologists actually recommend the active ingredient in MiraLAX as one of the best over-the-counter treatments for chronic constipation. Number 5, coconut cold, and this one has really surprised me. Coconut cold has fermented probiotics. The research on probiotics is mixed. Some strains may improve stool frequency, while others may not really do much at all. But that's the thing about probiotics. Everyone's gut microbiome is different. What works amazingly for one person may not work for another. For me, this has become part of my routine. Number 6, magnesium supplements. If you are on a GLP-1, it is very likely you are taking a magnesium supplement for multiple reasons. One of the 2 being to help you with your stool frequency, and number 2, to help you sleep better at night. Now, the suggested use for these magnesium supplements is anywhere between 7 to 10 days for a complete cleanse, but you really need to check with your healthcare provider because when you're taking these, you're not taking a small amount of magnesium. You're actually taking upwards of 1,500 milligrams of magnesium every time. So always check with your healthcare team before making any changes to your supplement regimen. If you're still struggling with constipation, number 7 actually came recommended by 2 content creators in the GLP-1 space. Pinealum tea came recommended by Life of Vivi. This particular tea is similar to other generic senna-based dieters tea that claim to help with detox and slimming. This one is particularly very tasty. It tastes like pineapple, so it's really easy to drink. You also take this overnight. You're not supposed to take this too many days in a row, but again, you need to check with your medical team to see if they suggest for you to take this as well. Now, the second fix came suggested by Be Well with Kara, and it's things that you probably have at home right now. It's starting your day off with a cup of black coffee and a teaspoon of olive oil. I don't know what's the sorcery behind this mix, but I will say I did try it one day and it actually did go. I cannot say how empty I felt after, but at least there was a movement, which I think if you have chronic constipation or if you're struggling to have any sort of bowel movements on this medication, it's a win. This brings us to number 8, which is prescription medication, because sometimes lifestyle changes are just not enough. It doesn't matter how much water, how much fruit you eat, how much MiraLAX or Psyllium fiber you resort to, it's just not going to help your go. And that's totally okay. There's no shame with using prescription medication as long as you're doing it under the supervision of your medical team. And because I was diagnosed with chronic constipation and IBS years before I started GLP-1, I have actually been on Liz for many, many years at this point. This is a medication I take daily, and like Lynn says, there's many others like Trulance and other medication brands that essentially help pull water into your gut to get everything moving so that you can successfully try to have a bowel movement each single day. These medications are very powerful. They're also very costly. So again, you really need to check with your healthcare team to see if this is an option that's available to you. This goes without saying, if you've gone many, many days without going, you're experiencing severe pain, abdominal cramping, you're vomiting, it is time to call your healthcare provider. There is no shame in reaching out to your healthcare team for options that are going to help you stay regular. For me, constipation isn't solved by one magic product. As you can see, I have the motherload of constipation fixes. Like my medical providers, fixing constipation for me takes a village. It is a team effort of staying hydrated, taking enough fiber, making sure that I am on top of my daily prescription and MiraLAX, and listening to my body for whenever I truly need to depend on one of these additional tools. Remember, what works for me may not work for you. Always consult your healthcare team to find out what's safest for your situation. Now it's your turn. If you have a constipation fix that you swear by, leave it in the comments. Double check that you're subscribed to the channel, hit the like so this video will be shared with others that may be struggling with constipation on their health and wellness journeys. And until next time, let's keep losing the poop. Bye!